Chapter 5. Adjectives. Describing people and things. When we want to give more information about people or things, we use adjectives. These are also called describing words. He came up with a brilliant idea. The metro was late. Shireen gave a wonderful performance at the awards night. Types of adjectives. Adjectives of quality. These describe what kind of a person or thing it is. Mumbai is a large city. Suresh is a smart boy. The kangaroo is a wild animal. Adjectives of quantity. These tell us how much of something is being talked about. Manya wanted some sheets of paper. The boy asked the shopkeeper for a few toffees. There is enough milk in the fridge. Little, a little, much, some, any, enough, all, no, none, sufficient. Demonstrative adjectives point out to people or things. This and that are used with singular nouns. These and those are used with plural nouns. This cup is rather expensive. That shop was broken into last night. These girls have been selected to play the match. Those buildings will be developed into hotels by the government. This, these, that, those. Adjectives of number define how many things or people are being talked about. The troupe has 14 dancers. Many women were present in the rally. Some students of our school will participate in the Republic Day parade. Birbal was able to outsmart all the courtiers. Yuri Gagarin was the first man to travel in space. Many, some, all, few. Possessive adjectives show ownership or belonging of a person or a thing. This is my watch. Do you have your identity card with you? The dog wagged its tail. It's, my, his, her, your, their. These adjectives are always followed by a noun. Interrogative adjectives are words that are used to ask for information. Whose bag is this? Which train goes to Dehradun? Which, what, whose. These adjectives are always followed by a noun. Formation of adjectives. Adjectives can be formed by adding suffixes. Ease, easy. Use, useful. Obey, obedient. Trouble, troublesome. Violence, violent. Hunger, hungry. Wind, windy. Break, breakable. Harm, harmful. Pity, pitiable. Cost, costly. Create, creative. Usage of adjectives of quantity and number. Much is used with uncountable nouns. A list of common uncountable nouns is given below. Examples: money, fruits, work, time, vegetables, furniture, fish, food, joy, fire, luck, music, salt, snow, water, clothes, hair, information, traffic, news, baggage, knowledge, machinery. Many is used with countable nouns. Enough is used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Little is used with uncountable nouns. Few is used with countable nouns. Degrees of comparison. When we describe the quality of one thing or person, we use the base or positive form of the adjective. This basket is heavy. This clock is expensive. When we describe something by saying that it has more of a quality than something else, then the comparative degree of comparison is used. The bag is heavier than the basket. The watch is more expensive than the clock. The comparative degree tells us which of the two things or people described has a greater degree of the quality mentioned. When we describe something as having more of a quality than anything else of its kind, we use the superlative degree of comparison. The suitcase is the heaviest of all the items of luggage. The mobile phone is the most expensive of all the three items. Formation of degrees of comparison. The formation of the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives depends on the length of the adjective. 1. To make the comparative of long words, you place more before the adjective, and to make the superlative, you place most before the adjective. Priya is hardworking. Rahul is more hardworking than Priya. Himanshu is the most hardworking of all. 2. To make the comparative of adjectives that end in y, the letter y is deleted and in its place the suffix IER is used. Similarly, to make the superlative of such adjectives, the letter y is dropped and in its place IEST is added. The movie Little Rascals is funny. The movie Madagascar is funnier than Little Rascals. The movie series Beethoven is the funniest of all. 3. For adjectives of 2 syllables or less, add ER to make the comparative and add EST to make the superlative. Arvind is a tall boy. Rajan is taller than Arvind. Ekta is the tallest of all. 4. For 1-syllable adjectives that ends in a vowel and a consonant sound, the last alphabet of the word is repeated before adding ER or EST. The auditorium in Trent Stadium is big. The auditorium in Pillai Stadium is bigger than that of Trent Stadium. The auditorium in Stack Stadium is the biggest of all. Some adjectives have irregular comparative and superlative forms. Positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. Good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Far, distance, farther, farthest. Far, any more, further, furthest. Old, family members, elder, eldest. Little, less, least. Much or many, more, most. Old, older, oldest. When talking about the qualities of two things as being equal, as is used. Mary is as tall as Pala.